Retro or die.
It's no secret the 1980s spawned many iconic films in every genre, and 1988 was no exception. Not only was that the year yours truly was born, but it was also an exceptional time for movies. You got films like They Live, Night of the Demons, Willow, Akira, and a bizarre horror comedy that turned into a cult classic icon of Universal Studios, Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. It's one of those unique movies that still finds laughs no matter how many times you've seen it. The music is unforgettable, the visuals still hold up due to how well done the practical effects were, and it goes without saying that every actor's performance was spot on. Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice never lets up. He hits the nail on the head whether he's being funny, scary, or just a plain creep.
Yeah.
Hey! Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me.
Due to the movie's popularity, there was a spin-off cartoon, toy line, and a live Universal stage show.
My iTunes playlist. Let's turn up the juice and see what shakes loose. Hello, ladies. Happy day. Happy day. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake. What? The ghost liked it.
It's time for some new blood.
And yes, video games. So with a huge bankable property like Beetlejuice, how could the video game go wrong? It's showtime. Beetlejuice is a 2D platform adventure game developed by Rare Limited, yes, that Rare Limited, and published by LJN in 1991. The cover art suggests you're about to enter into a game that is just as good, if not better, than the movie. The game starts, and right away, this doesn't look like a Beetlejuice game. It looks more like Kid Clown or a Looney Tunes game. And not knowing how to play, I assumed I could just eat the giant beetle, or jump on it, and... Okay, that didn't work. Let's try an attack. A stomp attack. It looks pretty weak, but I'll try it. As you can tell, right out of the gate, something is terribly wrong here. The ghost who eats bugs, and is named as such, cannot kill a beetle?
Nice fucking model!
As I progressed, I became more confused. I thought Beetlejuice may be still stuck in the Maitland's town model, and was fighting bugs and monsters trying to move in. Probably a better plot. But in reality, the plot of the game takes place during the actual events in the movie, but slightly altered. Beetlejuice is trying to help the Maitlands scare the Dietzes out of their house in order to get his admission ticket to the real afterlife. What this real afterlife is, I have no idea, because it's never referenced once in the movie. As Beetlejuice progresses through the 6 stages of the Maitland's estate, he fights bugs, sewer monsters, saws, and tribal villagers. Each stage has an end boss, that are all references to the movie, like Otho, a zombie football player, and my favorite, the sandworm.
Sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself!
In order for Beetlejuice to kill his enemies, he needs to collect help vouchers. Remember those things in the movie that were referenced once and never spoken of again?
You don't have an appointment, do you?
Well, we didn't know how to make one.
Appointment for what?
What do you want?
We need some help?
Ha! Already? You just bit the big one 2 months ago and you want help.
2 months? What does that have to do with anything?
You're gonna use up all your health vouchers.
You collect these help vouchers to buy special power-ups known as scares. These essentially turn Beetlejuice into a gun for the most part, with projectile attacks ranging in power and the amount of uses they carry. And how do you get these help vouchers? By smashing the B button. You run into certain enemies in the game that are worth help vouchers when you kill them, like floating skull heads, octopuses, a door, and the thing you'll be doing the most a countless number of times, squashing beetles.
I gotta tell you, this death thing, it's just too creepy.
You stop beetles for points so often, you might as well save yourself some time and go to the very first beetle hole you find in the very first level and just mash the button for an hour. The music, much like everything else in the game, is very confusing. The vibe of the music makes you feel like you're playing Mick Kids or Mario's Missing. It's not that the music is bad, it's just very out of place, and to top it off, it's from David Weiss, who later went on to make the Donkey Kong Country music. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give Beetlejuice a 2.
Nice fucking model!
I'm just going to come out flat and say it. This game is boring and tedious. You go through seemingly the same 3 stages over and over with different color palettes on them, and are forced to grind for help vouchers. I don't mind grinding for things in games, but when it's made to be as fun as slamming my finger in a car door, I'll pass.
Nice fucking model!
There were times that the game had charm, such as certain levels looking like the developer tried to recreate parts of the movie, including having the Maitlands and the Dietzes make appearances. Beetlejuice is silent throughout the game, and it's a shame since his outlandish personality is one of the biggest selling points of the character.
Hell, I'll possess myself if I gotta. Whoa! Yo, I got demons running all through me. All through me. Come on down here and see it. And hey, Jack, now, you get a free demon possession with every exorcism. Ah, you can't beat that, can you?
Lastly, the ending is an insult. After all the grinding, after all the nonsensical levels, and cheap deaths, after feeling like I wasted a couple hours of my life away, the final cutscene in the game is being told to remember one very important detail. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Nice fucking model!